Hey guys, it is us, the Normies, back to watch another episode of ReZero, starting life in another world.
Yes.
This is episode
20,
Season
I don't know.
23.
Amazon has a weird.
Yeah, man, it's season 2, episode 12.
I will find out.
The title of the episode is called The Self-Proclaimed Knight and the Greatest of Knights.
It
Mrs.
is
Subaru!
24 and 25 that we're watching.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
It's good numbers.
Mrs. Subaru has died again. It's time for a restart. And
Yeah,
it's time for a restart. And we are all hoping it doesn't go back to the whale. Because if it goes back to the
It
whale,
has to be post whale.
it's gotta be
It's
post
gotta
whale.
be.
BW.
I think it's gonna be like when they had their re-encounter with Betelgeuse.
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 They killed that fucker.
Good
riddance.
Yes.
He just kept coming back.
But
No.
it got super violent, man. Remember Nefarious Sloth, and then one of the knights was an actual sloth, and then he just got wrung out.
Like that's the thing with the show, man. It's like they'll give you some really good like emotional ass moments, and then like 2 seconds later, it's just like grim as shit. You're just like sitting there like, okay, that happens.
Yeah.
Hey man, nothing that we're not used to. We watch a lot of grim stuff anyway, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. So
It's exciting though. I'm really curious to see where we are gonna wake up though this episode.
and that's the,
Excuse me.
that's the one thing we're all itching to figure out. So let's get this show on the road. Remember, guys, this is not a market substitute for the actual ReZero starting Life in Another World, the show. Please support the OG content on Amazon. Go watch it there, then come watch it with us. If you want to jump ahead, check out our Patreon. Our uncuts are on there as well. If you can't do either of that, please comment, like, or subscribe to us. You know, tell us how your days went. Tell us how the show made you feel. Tell us how you're doing.
It's also on Crunchyroll, which is where we're gonna move on to once we run out of episodes on Amazon.
Exciting.
Oh damn, them Crunchyroll.
And also speaking of Crunchyroll, my
I love
allergies are
sushi.
seriously killing me. The ReZero was like the top fantasy on it. Voice actor was
Best
on
voice
there.
actor?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
ReZero got a lot of cool awards.
You
so
do
check
know
it out.
it was the Japanese VA that got the
Yeah.
award.
Still,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
giving credit to the show still.
Faux show.
All right, let's do this.
Hold on before we start. Okay, I'm sorry
The
for.
dub one was.
I'm sorry for snapping earlier.
I think the best dub was
Like actual snapping.
somebody from My Hero Academia.
We-
Right?
It's probably Deku.
Will you
No, it probably it has to be.
No,
No,
the
it was
Hawk.
Hawk voice was
Yes.
it was the best dub voice.
Dude,
And the best fight scene was Deku versus
Overhaul.
Deku. Yeah.
Oh.
Marquetta, this may never happen, but you should, if you ever get a chance to watch Naruto, because
It's worth it.
Troy Baker,
Yeah.
Troy Baker's
I
voice.
need Naruto abridged. I need Naruto.
There, no,
There's-
dude.
no,
You-
there's a
you
Naruto
kind
Kai.
of need the whole
No, no,
treatment
no,
to
there's a-
feel what you feel.
No, there is a Naruto Kai. There's a Naruto Kai.
That's fucking bull, man. You
Let's
need,
do
you need the whole
this.
thing. Let's do this shit.
But I think it's like the same thing. They cut out the fillers and maybe like some of the gaps and shit in the like where they repeat scenes and shit.
I feel okay. Yeah, there are some. They be doing that.
Oh, this is
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Are we just jumping in?
What's wrong?
No! This is before?
No.
No. Yeah, what?
You spaced out, so I had to get your attention somehow, now didn't I?
It's not before.
This is after.
What does Scott's boy look like?
Has to
Did
be
you
after.
inhale too much of the white whale
It's after.
blood?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Everybody.
Wait, no.
So this means my save point has been updated.
Yay!
But what's the moment? He said that didn't.
There are a few new things I've come to realize about the witches cult that are definitely worth mentioning.
Okay, he's in himself right now.
Does anyone know of something like a power you can use to overwrite someone's consciousness, allowing you to psychologically control them?
I once saw an account of something quite similar in an old book. It's a type of magic that's been lost over the centuries, though it only works under certain conditions. We should eliminate each of the fingers in the forest first, and then face Sloth directly. That is my conclusion.
All right. Little game plan.
I think he may have the capability of possessing me too. So, what do you think I should do?
Buddy system.
Yeah.
Run!
Oh my
Amelia,
god.
there's a visitor who's come here to see you.
Van Estrella.
You're from Miss Cruchet's household, aren't you? I received a letter from her yesterday.
The letter contradicted the message my master intended to send.
Oh, it was a mistake then?
Yes, Celia.
Oh, that's
you,
great.
sure.
They caught it.
We would like to evacuate those remaining here in the mansion. However, it will certainly be difficult to evacuate all the villagers to the capital.
I'm relieved. But isn't this circumstance a bit odd? It seems too well timed.
Oh god.
What?
Pardon me, sir! The group hiding in the forest has been observed moving strangely. Once they make their move, the whole region will be a sea of blood. What do you want us to do, Captain?
That's
it.
What? Is it? Yeah.
Sword team and Captain Wilhelm.
What is your decision?
He's trying to make sure she gets out safely. Cause remember what happened
Yeah.
last time?
Yeah.
He's just trying to prevent
He's
it.
smart.
Then
But
we
they-
can't go with you, I suppose. I'll simply wait here for you to return. There's no need to worry about me.
Bushido. I do miss the little Bushido.
So that's that. Of course, in Betty's case, the Forbidden Library is a safer place to be anyway. And besides, she can't leave the grounds of the mansion due to her contract. So since my cute little sister will be staying here and can look after
What?
things, I don't think we should do anything to the mansion. Betty is kind and sweet, of course.
Boy,
She'll show
Betty's
no
his
mercy to
sister?
intruders.
Understood, Great Spirit. We shall heed your words.
Great spirit. Tiny cat.
Did I catch that right?
Yeah.
Puck and Betty are siblings?
Never forget
what I
what I
got.
told you. I'm on your side and yours alone.
Yeah, we know that. We saw the end of the world.
We will evacuate. The villagers need protection. I
So-
don't want to put them in any danger.
So that's her aunt?
We're all packed up, lady. Ready when you are. Sorry, but I think there may have been a mistake. Not at all. Given the number of people and carriages, to expedite the process, we ask you to share a ride with these children. It's a necessary measure. Put them in a different carriage?
Damn.
Be better. For the children, that
You
is.
think no one would want to ride with you? Is that it?
Subaru's being hella hot right
You
now,
ask the kids how
mysterious.
they feel about that?
Do I know you?
He's like, oh
What do you
shit.
think, Petra?
Give it away.
Do you have anything against taking a ride in the same carriage as this lady here?
I know her. You're the lady with the potato stamps, aren't you? The same one who always came along with Subaru to watch when we do our exercises. Please come and ride with us.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be fun. Yeah, I want to ride with you too. Come on, let's go.
Kids are the best, man. Kids are the best.
Racism is taught.
Yep. Hate is taught. Kids don't. Yeah, it's not something we.
She
feel-
knows!
It's not something we feel
Carry us to the
naturally.
sanctuary. Be sure to protect the villagers. Of course, Miss Amelia. You take care as well.
This is so
And whoever
cute.
you are, I'd like to thank you for helping me to. Where did he go?
Like I know he was hiding in a cave, but
Subaru,
it's like,
hey,
it's like
man.
clearly Subaru.
I find it so great.
He definitely leveled up a little bit. You know what I mean? Dying a few times, he might.
Oh, it's him.
Now I get
There
it.
we go.
Couldn't figure out how you guys stayed in touch. Those meteors sure are handy, aren't they?
Meaty.
Dang, Subaru!
I
Price to
know.
pay for the crime of interrupting my touching and long-awaited reunion with Amelia.
Oh shit!
Too slow.
Got him.
Wilhelm!
Oh, look at the crew.
Guess by now you've realized we've had you pegged as a spy for some time. The feeling of your enemy always being one step ahead. You're about to learn just how terrifying it is to be in that position.
Nice. Nice.
The letter was a mistake. It was all my fault.
Please! Amelia's, she's a girl who can be friends with every one of you. And I want you to give her the chance to make you see that.
If you insist on protecting us so much, what choice do we have in the matter? You've never let us down.
Getting old is the most awful thing.
Aw.
My tear glands are weaker than they once were.
Aww.
We're the ones who should be thanking you, young man. We won't forget this.
You actually moved me back
Don't
there.
bring it up again, it's embarrassing.
He's definitely leveled up.
Ooh, look at all them Vincents.
Please don't say that. It makes us sound awful. Oh, guess what? We took a prisoner too.
A prisoner? Nice! But he's not in the witch's cult. I was wondering why you hadn't shown up yet. You got caught.
Oh, that was the guy driving the freaking the cart.
Yeah.
What am I saying? I'm in no mood to claim that and mean it. We'll begin as planned.
Oh damn, I like that armor though.
Now, this time we'll finish it. Let's show Slop and Fate what some motivated people can do.
Betelgeuse.
This
Betelgeuse.
fucker.
They're literally.
He's like, how do
I've been waiting to see you face to face for a long time, believer in love. I am the Sin Archbishop of the Witches' Court.
It's a pleasure to meet you, great Sin Archbishop. If you could find it within you to add my body and soul to the ranks of your fingers carrying out the ordeal, there would be no greater honor. Please allow me.
He's like, what? I expected a confrontation.
I'll be much happier to see you carry out the ordeal to completion.
Oh
Completion.
You are absolutely right.
Yes, of course, the ordeal. Thank you. This ordeal, we must test her and find out if this half-devil is good enough. If she is a worthy vessel to put the witch into.
Oh, they want to put the witch in me.
Satella.
Saying Amelia is secondary with no value to you at all?
Cover blown. He's like, you should talk to Amelia. Fuck.
The gospel, tell of her love. All of it guides me down this glorious path.
Time to show me your gospel.
Whoa.
What's that?
Just what it looks like. Amitia, Sin Archbishop.
Haha. Got him.
Surprise! Attack!
And what do you think of this?
How can your eyes see my authority?
Maybe you should ask the witch who left her scent all over me for the answer to that question.
Damn.
Oh, that's right. Unlike me, you haven't received the special pass letting you meet the witch anytime you want, have you?
Inconceivable!
Oh!
Oh.
Come on, let's go, Patricia!
Patricia!
I love that
You are the
Patricia.
best. Oh my god.
This fucking. Oh!
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Oh.
Naruto run. For real, Naruto run.
That is not the fastest way to run.
Some people
It's
beg
I'm
to
just
differ.
saying.
It's scientifically faster.
I'm just saying.
It's aerodynamic. If you
You're
say
going to
It's myth confirmed.
fall on your fucking face.
only reason Usain Bolt doesn't do it is so he doesn't want to beat Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah. He's humble.
Oh god.
Careful, you two. You almost caught me up in that blast. Thanks, though. Thought I was a goner.
You're welcome, Subaru. We're happy to help. Is that man floating up in the sky the Sin Archbishop? Everything looks so creepy. Seriously.
So he just looks like he's sitting down floating to you guys? Doesn't matter. Either way, leave him to me. Watch
That's hilarious.
He has an invisible plane.
You are truly pride in
This
the
man bit his fingers.
My name's Subaru Natsuki. And I am the Knight of Amelia, the silver-haired half-elf.
He calls.
Self-proclaimed knight.
Is he Pride?
It's seeming like, I mean, they keep calling him that,
What just
and he has powers.
What a strange-looking place. Yes, it is. It's a place where my time once ended. But this go-around, it'll be the one where your time ends instead. The last place you'll ever see.
This man has.
He's like the Neo to their prophecy.
Yeah.
Aww.
Get him.
I'm one of the Lagunica Imperial Knights,
Get him.
Julius Eucleus.
Julie took tears.
So funny.
I must now slay you. So you're a spirit heart user, are you?
Dang, so did Subaru and their friendship, did that get reset? All the development that they had?
Yeah.
About this,
Pretty much.
are you able to trust me? Will you put your faith in me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, I did hold back quite a bit that day.
That wasn't everything you had? Man, you really are the biggest jerk.
They are so bros now.
Romance.
Betelgeuse.
Fuck him up, bro.
El Clarista!
Clarissa.
How Clarista.
Yeah. Got him. Cut him in half.
Julius can only see what I'm seeing. Right now, we're both sharing my vision.
The
It's
fuck?
a much creepier feeling than I thought it'd be.
Damn.
I can use net to consciously share some of your senses, as well as to maintain them for a while.
Curse you! Curse you! Curse you! Curse you! Curse you!
Oh my god.
Sharing a collective body with you is a pretty disgusting experience. Let's get this over with already.
Yes. Shall we?
They're enjoying this.
In your eyes, I shall slay you.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's a pretty good co-op.
Yeah, that's nice.
For my friend. Subaru, no.
Oh, they're friends. I like it.
Nice.
Dude, that'd be a cool dynamic in a video game. Like if it was two players and one person could see the threat and the other person had to like kind of like. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
This was a really good episode.
Yeah, hey man, I enjoyed this one. This was nice, man. You know what I mean? Hey, it's really good to see, you know, Subaru, as I would say, love, because, you know, every time he's died, you know, he's come back. He's just like, you know, down in the dumps. You know, I mean, I'm guessing the last few times, especially that talk with Graham, you know, he's changed a new leaf. Like, you know, he's ready to become a fucking lion. You know, he's done being a sheep. He's ready to be, you know, a predator.
I feel like we got a pretty big missing piece of the puzzle this episode. Like we learned the motivation of this whole cult. Like they're trying to bring Satella back.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
And might be
Like,
using Amelia's body for
needs
that.
a host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her body might be worthy enough. Which I wonder, what is it because she is half elf? Is it because there's like magical?
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I think it is. Because like her body needs to be strong enough to like hold
To hold the body,
Satella's
yeah, and just
energy.
entity and whatnot. It makes sense. It makes really good sense. Okay, so I know this is kind of like far off, but I just want to know: is he Pride? Because
I
the
don't
Seven
know.
Deadly Sins vibe is like very much deep ingrained, and like
They keep
he could be Pride, and I'm with it. Like that's the thing.
they keep calling him that. There's something obviously something special about him. Like yeah, because like it's almost like they didn't want to kill him at first. Like they would rather have him join them, but he's not doing that. So like they do keep calling him that. I don't know. I feel like he could. I don't know. He has the power to go either way. Obviously, he's not gonna go to that side, but
Yeah.
I could see it. Like I guess they have this prophecy, and he's like the anomaly that's like working against it. You know what I mean? Like he's. Yeah, this was good. I think
It
the
was
show.
really good.
The show's getting better. I'm still having a hard time with just like the delivery on certain things. I guess it's like the over the top emotional stuff. Like it's like I hate you, Knight, but even still, I'll put all my trust in you.
I thought
Like
that was
it's just the over the topness of
Eh.
it. No, it's good.
I agree with you on it.
It's the substance of it that matters, and it's like it's a good message. But I'm still working up to like the cheesiness of
So
it.
if he's Pride, that'd be dope, man. Cause remember Pride, you get Full Metal Alchemist, who Pride was. He was cool Pride, and then in Seven Deadly Sins, Escanor is the Lion Sin of Pride.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm with it.
The Sins is a big. I mean, they show up in quite a few shows. Like obviously in different contexts, but it's interesting that like there is so many iterations of the Sins in so many different shows. I wonder if like that's a big part of the culture. I mean it's.
I love the Seven Deadly Sins, every kind, even the one for the movie. So seven, it's dope.
I feel like if Subaru wasn't a part of this world, it would be very easy for Amelia to become the villain. Because she's being ostracized by everybody in the village. Nobody listens to her. Everybody just hates her because she's half elf.
Mm-hmm.
And like the kids were like a good example of showing us that like all that belief system is taught. Like it's not natural for people to just like hate other people because of what they look like. What else was I going to say?
Subaru's gained a lot of trust with her.
I think that it would be entirely possible if Subaru was not in this world. If she actually became like the vessel for the witch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like if I was rejected like that by everybody, like especially when I'm trying to help them and save their fucking lives, I'd be like, whew,
Turn to the
where's
dark
my
side.
bad boy mask?
Turn to the dark side. Like seriously.
Hate is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
Yeah. That was like a really good like scene though with the kids, and they're like, "No, we saw you with Subaru," and blah 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 blah. Like, I like the whole carriage thing. I love him in a cloak too. That was great.
Yeah, Subaru has came in and he's made his mark these last couple of this whole series so far. He's the townspeople they trust him, and yeah, no, I'm just saying he's just gotten a hold of his whole situation of dying and coming back to life. Like he's not being a
Yeah. So, I guess the isekai genre, I've never even heard of the word before we started the show, but in other isekai, like the main protagonist has some kind of power. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like reading some comments, like so this is a deconstruction of a typical isekai. So like the whole thing is like Subaru doesn't really have anything special about him. He's just like a normal dude, but he's like
Still special.
using that to navigate the world. You know, like there's nothing like
He's witty.
yeah, he's got a curse or whatever, and I guess you can call that his power, but it's not really a power. He just dies and comes back.
Yeah.
But like, so I don't know. I just wonder what other shows of this type are like, because like obviously, you know,
Sokka was like that. Sokka didn't have any powers. He
yeah,
did his thing.
it seems like, I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of people are enjoying the show, but I think that the people who are familiar with the genre, they get a lot more out of it because they notice all the nuances and the trope breaking.
Check out Avatar: The Last Airbender, man. Our boy Sokka. You know, he had no powers. He had to use his wits and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta get up and you gotta get moving.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I'm really, really appreciating about Subaru right now, that he's actually doing that. You know, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I can only imagine, you know, one day waking up, being in another world, dying, coming back to life, dying. The insanity would just fucking lose your mind. I'll never forget that episode where he just sat there and like cried in Amelia's like lap, just losing his mind. You know what I mean? But
at least the save points updated. Now.
Yes. But what I was trying to say, I'm just really, really happy to see bro out of that funk finally, and like be at the point where he's at right now, where like I don't think he fears death as much, because he used to fear dying, like the pain of death. Like, and all that shit, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die and deal with this again.
I mean, if I consistently kept coming back, I guess it's something you could get used to.
Yeah, that's... I don't know.
No, I mean, it's
get used to dying.
It's gonna hurt every single time, but you know, you'd always have that back of the set, like, oh, this is gonna suck, but I should probably be back.
Yeah.
It's a.
I mean, I don't know, man. Eventually you get used to it, I guess. I don't know, dude. I mean, how many times are you used to getting your head chopped off, or your body burned, or fucking drowned, or, I don't know, shot? Who the fuck knows, bro? Dude, he has brutal deaths, bro. The Puck fucking just cut his whole shit off, man, in the fucking snow.
So Puck and Betty are siblings?
Yeah.
They're related.
Which means Amelia and Betty is aunt and niece, right? Mm-hmm. So that's crazy. So then I wonder if Roswell is like related. So, or do we know Roswell's relation?
No.
Like, are Rem and Ram just help, or are they related? Like,
they're just help.
They remember their village was massacred.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And Roswell is just like one of the influential people in the city who decided to side with Amelia for the election. So he's like endorsing her.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well.
I mean, it was cool to see Wilhelm come through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got some help in. You know what I mean? It's if anything, it's good to see the alliances and the friendships that Subaru has made, especially because that white whale shit, bro. Like he got some respect. Put respect on that name now.
Oh, thank God.
Remind me again, how did it happen that they got the empty letter instead of the letter from Crochet? Like, what happened there? Who flipped the letter?
I don't
know. Was it the cult?
I think it was... No.
Because Crochet sent a letter, like a written letter, explaining the plan and asking her to evacuate. But she received an empty letter, which is... which is like an insult.
I think it was the witches, folks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. I think it was the witches, the groups. Yeah. I think it was them.
Yeah. I'm not clear on that.
Well, this was a penultimate episode, guys.
Yeah,
penultimate.
I don't know if I'm ready for the next one. I hate that. Like, it's nice and good.
Penultimate to the season 2 finale.
According
to Amazon.
On to the next one. On to the next one. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and a big shout out to Doppelganger, Old Man, Quasi, Sakif, Clayton, Harry, Explorin, Dane, Mr. Mamas, Joe Mags, Yusuf, Kadeem, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie. Thanks, guys.